Origin protocol, is it set to see some incredible gains from here on out? And what is it all about? In this particular video, we're going to dissect everything you need to know about Origin protocol so you can make an informed decision. Let's get right into it. Before we start, I did call OGN, Origin Protocol, inside of my free Telegram group, and I called it at around 82 cents. And everybody who took advantage of this call is now reaping the rewards where we surpassed over $2 for OGN. So if you want to go ahead and join the Telegram group where we give out calls, then the link is down in the description. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe with notifications on as well, and just smash that like button for me. It helps in the algorithm tremendously. So if you like videos like these, and I'll keep producing them where we do a lot of research for you, then smash that like button for me. Now, before I dive in deep, I need to explain to you how big the NFT, so the non-fungible token marketplace and ecosystem, is getting. So check this out on my computer right over here. We can see that Origin is at 228, which is great. We'll break down all the charting later on, but first thing is first, let's just take a look at something that everybody already heard about and knows. But Beeple, when he sold his artwork at an auction, at Christie's auction, for $346,250, so $69 million here, which is absolutely incredible. And again, Christie's is the first major auction house to offer a purely digital work with a unique NFT. Now, again, this is big because essentially Beeple and other artists are bringing NFT to the mainstream. And essentially what's happening here is, yes, they're bringing it to the mainstream, but it's also putting more eyes on the crypto world as well, bringing in retail investors, which is great for everybody who's invested right now. But here we go. We still have Forbes that went ahead and said this: the NFT market rages on. NFT market cap grows 1,785% in 2021 as demand explodes for NFTs. And this is huge. And again, they talk about Beeple selling for nearly $70 million. They get into the Theta Network engine, Sandbox, and they start talking about Rarible, OpenSea, etc. And just to give you some more of an idea of how big the NFT market is becoming and how prevalent certain artists are also becoming, let's just take a look at CryptoPunks. And everybody knows about CryptoPunks already. However, there's been over 113,000 ETH traded via CryptoPunks, which is absolutely incredible. And in my opinion, this just proves that this market right over here, this ecosystem, is only going to get bigger. And I thought that perhaps the DeFi sector was going to bring notoriety, more notoriety to the cryptocurrency world. And it turns out that the NFT ecosystem and marketplace and Rave is what is doing that job. So now that we understand more so what NFTs are, let's actually dive into Origin and see what they do and why they're important. So first thing is first, Origin is essentially gatekeepers for NFT sales. And we'll talk about this in just a few seconds, but they also have their own Shopify-like platform. So interested in running an NFT sale, you click yes, please, and then it'll bring you to a Google Doc right over here. So thank you for your interest in selling NFTs with Origin. We're truly honored to collaborate with Blau on his record-breaking Ultraviolet, over $11 million in sales, etc. So Origin, here's the problem that I see with Origin, is that when other artists go to Origin or go ahead and have an NFT that they want to sell, Origin kind of becomes a gatekeeper. So they have to pick and choose who they work with rather than letting everybody come in and sell their own NFTs, which can be a hindrance, but it can also be very good because of the exclusivity that comes with that. So again, what they do is they facilitate the sales of NFT sales for celebrities and whatnot. Well, let me explain this in a second. Celebrities now. But first thing is first, they have Origin Dshop, which again, I said before, is their Shopify competitor. Create your free online store in minutes and harness the power of a decentralized platform. And if we go to the integrations, you can see multiple shops, one account, where Shopify only allows one account per store, or excuse me, one store per account. Easy crypto payments, really, really important, obviously. Secure distributed data, and you're able to build your own apps or services, and you're able to integrate them with your store. We work with all existing tools. PayPal, Stripe, SendGrid right over here, and many, many more, which is great, which just tells me that this platform is somewhat good, and essentially it has all the nitty gritty details and integrations that you need, because a platform isn't necessarily integrating SendGrid if they're not serious, and SendGrid is just an SMTP server that basically transacts emails. And you can see right here, this is one of their stores that they have that you can go ahead and see as an example. So add to cart, it's legitimately a Shopify competitor. Look at this. So you enter in all your information, you choose your shipping method, and then payment, you go ahead and you choose the crypto that you're obviously trying to go ahead and pay in. So we have Origin, Dshop. We have the fact that Origin is also hosting, this is going to be the coolest part right over here. And by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, Dan DaSilva, the link is down in the description. Follow me there for giveaways, for news, for announcements, and just some plays that I'm going ahead and doing from time to time. Really important that you follow me there. But regardless, Origin Protocol, they just announced this, announcing multi-platinum Grammy-winning Lupe Fiasco's first NFT will drop on Origin's NFT launchpad. The drop will go live Monday, April 12th. And if we check right over here, if we check Lupe Fiasco's website, you can see that the drop starts April 12th. So again, this is being hosted, powered by Origin, as you can see right over here on their launchpad, which is so bullish, because even Sheldon Evans made a comment. He said that celebrities are going to start going ahead and going to Origin, which is going to give Origin a lot of notoriety, which he's 100% right. But like I said before, Origin becomes essentially a gatekeeper. And so you could see that Grammy Award winning multi-platinum musician Lupe Fiasco, like I just covered, will be launching his NFT with Origin. Now take a look at this, March 28th, so a few days ago, Gate.io lists OGN. Now why is this important? Is because if we just take a look at the exchanges right over here, Gate.io is number 4. They have a 10 trust score, and they have a very decent amount, $500 million in volume being traded every single day. So the fact that Origin got onto Gate and was approved on Gate is an extremely bullish sign. So we want to go ahead and have as many possible exchange listings so that retail investors or anybody who's on those exchanges can get easy access to Origin, allowing more people to invest. We have other bullish news, such as Cream Finance allowing individuals to borrow against the OGN token, which is phenomenal. Now here's something else that I really want to go ahead and touch on. It's that day since Binance listing 444, founder token sold 0. Now why is that important that the founder tokens sold is 0? It's because the founders believe in their project so much that they're actually holding on to their coins because they know where it's going to go. Now, here's the other thing, is that if investors see that the founders are dumping their tokens, that's a scary sign, and more than likely it would drive the price down astronomically. So obviously it's in the best interest for the founders to hold their tokens because of the fact that it would absolutely hurt the project rather than do good for Origin itself. And so we can see right over here as well, crypto.com has enabled USDC to OGN. So listen, let's talk about crypto.com. They have 10 million users. Not only that, but their user base is growing. They have hundreds of employees. They have hundreds of $1 million in insurance for the company as well. They paid $12 million for the domain. They are a big conglomerate. Do not sleep on crypto.com or CRO, their token, which in my opinion will see $1. But again, let's keep on Origin. So Origin, you're able to trade on crypto.com which is great, which is more exchange listings like we just talked about. Now let's talk about the team. This is so important, okay? You already know that in order for me to go ahead and really be backing a project big time, there has to be a team and not just an anonymous bunch of developers and CEOs, right? So take a look at this. We could take a look at the core team. They have a massive team, by the way, a massive, massive, massive team and a bunch of contributors. But let's take at the core team. All right, so we have the co-founders, Josh and Matthew. Now, Josh right over here, he actually went ahead and co-founded 3 other venture-backed companies, EventView, Torbit, acquired by Walmart Labs, and Forage. Now, Matthew's interesting. Matt was the 3rd PM at YouTube, acquired by Google, and VP PM at QWiki, acquired by Yahoo. So when it comes down to founding members being somewhat in the know of what's going on and having a bunch of connections is there. But let's take a look at Yupan as well. He was one of the 6 founding team members of PayPal and was the first employee at YouTube. He's a former Google employee and co-founder of Kiwi Crate. Now, there's a bunch of people on here who have some extremely impressive accolades. So this team, in my opinion, is like a star-studded lineup. So if you just take a look at everything they've been able to accomplish, not only that, but we can take a look at the contributors and advisors as well. They have a lot of contributors here. So why is having a lot of contributors good? Is because individuals that want to be a part of a community see potential in that community. So Origin building up their community of contributors is such a good and such a bullish sign as well, that people want to be a part of that community, join in, and actually do exactly what it says, contribute. So when it comes down to Origin, this is by far one of the best projects in the NFT space. There's many others. There's many others that focus on games. There's many that focus on just simply collectibles. There's so many different marketplaces in NFT right now that are booming. However, Origin is going to be one of the ones that spearhead it and lead at the forefront because of the demand that they're going to be receiving when celebrities are looking to go ahead and sell some sort of NFT, whether it's art, whether it's a movie, whether it's a soundtrack, whatever it is. I'm very bullish on Origin. As a matter of fact, I believe it's also following in the footsteps of Theta. So if you take a look at how Theta just went parabolic, we're gonna see something similar happen, and we're watching it happen right now with Origin. So like I said before, I gave this call out at around 80 cents, and I told the Crypto Normie Telegram group to jump in on it if they can. And for those that did, congratulations. For those of you that still haven't gotten into Origin, I would be careful. Now, why would I be careful? Is because you are essentially going to be buying the top. Now, buying the top is a very risky thing to do, which I'm going to tell you right now. If you buy the top, what you have to do is you have to expect to wait a longer period of time in order to see a decent amount of investment back. And again, you have to kind of suffer through the dips, or you can DCA, dollar cost average, into the dips. But in the long term, I think it's so undervalued, even at $2.19 that it stands right now. I truly believe it's undervalued. And like I said before, I was able to get in around 80 cents or so. So when it comes down to Origin, I highly suggest it. Not financial advice. I am as smart as a rock, but what I could tell you is I did some research here, and this one is definitely Crypto Normie approved. Origin is one of my favorite projects, one of my favorite coins that I'm following this year, and I wholeheartedly believe in it. So with that being said, we dove through everything. Get you some Origin. I'll catch you soon.